Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are in a dogfight, the MiG-23M versus the Su-22M3, and we've got him locked up here on radar. It's not like we can do anything with the radar lock because we are carrying 4 R60s and 2 R23Ts, so there's no radar guided missiles here, but we might be able to get some long-range IR action with that R23. There we can see his name. As you can see, he's one of my squadron members. He was very nice to help me with this. And here we got toned, so I'm launching one R23. He obviously flares it, but, you know, it's better than having the weight on my wing, I guess. And now I just continue climbing. I can see in the distance that he's also trying to climb and do a very wide turn. So what I'm doing is, I'm rolling over. So I'm on top, I'm way higher than he is, I have higher energy. And I have the perfect opportunity to get off another R23 here. So I'm using my IRST here to get a quick lock, spooling up that R23, and then I just send a missile flying. You can see he's immediately reacting with flares, so I'm just spooling up another R60M, launching that. But again, no hit. But if you look at him now, I will take a look back here. He's struggling, he's not maintaining his altitude, and I'm fast enough to turn around and use this opportunity to get another shot off. So now we are above him, and I just need to slowly pull him into my crosshair here. And then we can get our next set of missiles off. So now I'm just slotting in on his 6, using my IRST to get a good lock here. Launching an R60M, he obviously flares it. But now I'm launching a second one, just sneaking it in between his flares. And that one is a splash. I think it's pretty important to note that we both have the same amount of flares, we both have the same launches, I believe, even. So only 12 flares for each of us, which is not a whole lot, but they're large caliber flares. They can sometimes defeat a missile with a single flare drop. So you have a few opportunities to get rid of missiles, and I'm obviously in the advantage here since he doesn't have all aspect missiles. He's rocking normal R60s. But his big advantage is his low speed maneuverability. We will see that later in some other fights. But what I have is a big strong engine, so I can try to loop over him and, you know, just get more and more missile shots and normal shots off. But he will try his best to get me slow and low, where he can just turn with me. But this, as you can see, was a good hit with the missile. He still seems to be flying somewhere, I don't know where. So I'm searching for him and then I see him up there, so he still seems to be flying perfectly fine. I'm turning up, almost blacking out, and he seems to be turning around. You know, he's coming closer at pretty high speeds, so he doesn't appear too damaged from the missile. But another missile does the job. He flared too late. And now he's just going towards the ground. I'm still following him because technically he's not dead. And I'm launching another missile here, but he doesn't have any controls, he's just going towards the ground. So this time we are doing a guns only fight. As you can see, I'm still carrying the missiles, but I won't be using them, same as he won't be using his missiles. And as you can see, when I'm actually trying to turn with him, he has the slight upper hand. He got nose on target first here. And that's pretty much gonna continue for the entire fight. He just handles better at lower speeds. And now I'm closer to his 6. But you will see I can't really maintain this position as he's just climbing away over my nose. And the more speed I lose, the less and less agile I'll become. So what I would have to do is, you know, gather some speed, maybe don't pull as tight. But I'm trying to stay on a 6 here so I can get guns on target. Now for some shots, but as you can see, I very, very barely missed his spine. I'm really uncomfortable with the gun on the MiG-23. I hate belly mounted guns, and this one is especially brutal because it's a low velocity gun compared to some, you know, 30 mils and stuff. So I'm really not confident in aiming it. Not really confident. And as you can see, my position is getting worse and worse. I was basically on a 6 a minute ago. And now I'm desperate trying to get him off my 6. And I'm slowly but surely running out of options. And now I'm just going vertical in the hopes that he doesn't have the energy. But I'm completely underestimating his engine power. And he doesn't seem to have an issue with that. He's getting almost guns on target. And my situation is getting worse by the minute. Now the next move that I try is just getting some separation, not pulling the stick as hard and letting my afterburner burn and give me some speed so I can build distance, because I know in the end of the day I have the stronger engine. And then when I turn around I may be able to get shots on him, and he is getting closer very quickly there, so I don't have a lot of time to aim the guns. I miss, he hits, and this is basically a death sentence. My left wing is pulling really, really hard on me, and it's trying to force my aircraft to the side. Now my left wing is really starting to mess things up. As you can see, I'm rolling away from him, and that's not on me. I was not trying to do that. And I'm basically going into a flat spin. I can pretty quickly recover from that. That's not the issue. But this leaves me without energy, without airspeed. So I'm an easy target for his guns here. And after that, it's just spin of death. And this is the last fight of the day. We are doing another guns only fight. And I will try to use my energy better so I can get on a 6 and stay there instead of being out of energy and basically struggling to stay in the air. As you can see here, I'm pulling as hard as I can. I'm blacking out. His shots barely miss me. I think that was right next to my tail. And then he does a weird move. I think this will ultimately cost him the game. Because instead of really pursuing me, he goes for separation. He's really building up some distance here, giving me enough time to come around and build speed myself. So I have time to aim, I have speed and energy, and this makes the fight a whole lot easier for me. As you can see here, he very, very barely avoids my shots. I think his wings went in between two of them. But I'm still fast enough to be able to turn with him. Because, you know, he gave me the speed earlier. He basically gifted it to me. And there was a good gunshot. He seems to be very, very crippled. He's probably not doing well. Still trying to stay in the air. But ultimately, any kind of damage makes you a sitting duck, especially when it's this close of a competition. So all I have to do is come around and try to finish him off. I got some more shots in there. He's actually now smoking. And that's basically the end of the fight. Thank you all for watching and see you next time.